So you'd like to know how it started. Craig and I moved here about 20 years ago onto this land. We both came from cities, and I came from a background in hat making, which they call millinery, and I did that for, I don't know, 20 years, no, 15 years maybe. And all of my careers have started from basically doing what I love to do. And I didn't really know what I was supposed to do. I just knew what I loved to do. But I kind of feel that after so many years in anything, the energy died out. I feel like I had done everything. I was in every store I ever wanted to be in. Did all of my trade shows, got all the praise, but I kind of was done with that. It wasn't really fulfilling me anymore. So we quit the business, and then I went and found my high school sweetheart.
We got back together. We decided that we would move to the Central Coast, and I would quit doing respiratory therapy, and we would buy this property. And I started growing organic produce and doing farmers markets.
We love being in the dirt and we love being in nature, so that wasn't the problem. The problem was how we were going to pay the bills and how we were going to make a living.
So I went back to work at one of the local hospitals over here, doing respiratory therapy part-time and still continuing to grow organic produce and doing farmers markets. And our neighbor down the road, he used to have a You Pick Berry stand where people would come and pick berries. Halfway through his growing season, he closed down his market. And he knew that we were doing farmers markets, so he gave us the rest of his berry crop that year to pick and sell at the farmers markets. So we picked several hundred pounds of berries that year and made jams, jellies, pies, sold them at the farmers market, and we still had a few hundred pounds of berries left over. So we had this old organic growing book, and there was a story in there from an old hippie couple up out of Oregon that had a roadside vegetable stand, and they were making a raspberry vinegar and said they couldn't keep it stocked on their little roadside stand. So they happened to print the recipe in that book. So we took the recipe and we made a few batches of blackberry vinegar for friends and family. They absolutely loved it, so I started putting it on the farmer's market table, and sure enough, couldn't keep it stocked. So from that point on, with all of our excess produce, what we would do is we would try a very small batch of vinegar with different flavors, different flavor profiles, and we basically used the farmer's market as a test market for the different vinegar flavors that we were coming out.
And then we started to go through the process of getting it certified so we could actually sell it to the public. And as soon as we did that, the light bulb went off that, oh, okay, this is going to be a product that we could possibly make some money on and pay our bills. And so the focus went there.
And over the years, we now have 16 different flavors that we make, and we are doing strictly vinegar now. No more hats, no more farmers markets. So we are now growers, producers of different gourmet vinegars. We do a balsamic and we do a fruit vinegar.
We've been on the farm now for 21 years. It's the longest I've ever lived in one place. And we're doing very well with the vinegar. We sell it all over the country. We have this incredible support group of vendors and customers just within the county that is just mind-boggling how wonderful people are. So yeah, that's the story of how that part of my life began.